Greetings and salutations, Wiskitty folk. I am your host, coach, and creator of all things soul driven, soul intended, including my podcast, Spiritually Logic, Brycebits. I'm at it this morning. It's about to be like 7:30 Central Time, but I'm here to do a general timeless intuitive reading for this Memorial Day. All right. So as I was just shuffling. A card popped out, so I'm gonna take it. Two of Swords, the Mask. Okay. So before I get into anything else or get further into the cards and the reading, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my forecasting for energies using the numerology via my dice. Okay, you all should be used to this spiel by now. Alrighty. So on the first dice, the blue dice, we have 1, which of course represents the emotional body, how we feel about the things that we've experienced and gone through. Also represents leadership energy as well as new beginnings. Okay. The second dice, first red dice, we have 2. 2 represents union, companionship, and partnership energy. This could be coming into union with self, coming into union within our divine masculine and feminine energies, coming into union with our light and shadow aspects. This could be union in a romantic sense, platonic, or familial. It can even be union in business. Okay, it all depends on where and how the energy fits and resonates. Okay, reducing 2 to 1 takes us right back to the emotional body, leadership energy, and new beginnings. Okay, on the final dice, the second red dice, we have 6. So we know that 6 represents finding and maintaining balance. Okay, so always keep in mind what balance looks like for me may not be what balance looks like for you and the other. So it's important not to calibrate balance to someone else's balance, okay? Because you are an individual. Your experiences and your vices, so to speak, are yours and yours alone. So again, what balance may look like for you is not necessarily the same type of balance for me or other people. Okay, so again, 6, finding and maintaining balance. Okay, reducing 6 to 3 is finding and maintaining clarity. Same thing with balance. What clarity is for me is not clarity for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. 3 can also reveal conflict, confusion, chaos, and mess brought on by a third party energy. Okay, so with all of those numbers and energies combined, we have an overall number of 9. Okay, so we know that with my numerology, 9 represents rounding the end of a cycle. Okay, so folk, collective, we are approaching the end of a cycle. So what happens when we come to the end of a cycle? It's test time. Okay, so either we've learned the lesson at hand and have applied the lesson, therefore we graduate onto new beginnings, new cycles. Okay, if you've learned the lesson or have not learned the lesson at all, and then have learned the lesson but still choose not to apply it, guess what, folk? You got to repeat the grade. You got to repeat the cycle. Okay, because you have to apply what has been learned in order to graduate onto the next level. It's just like school. Okay, life is one big elementary school, so to speak. Okay, you got these 8 levels, 8 grades that you got to pass in order to graduate to high school, and then high school, 4 different levels until you graduate onto college. Then college, 4+ years depending on what your major is. Some of you may have to go to undergrad. Okay, plain and simple. So again, 9, rounding the end of a cycle. So have you learned your lesson? If you learned the lesson, are you applying it? And if you haven't learned, if you're not applying, you know what time it is. Okay, so moving on. first principal card on the top row is Two of Swords. That's the mask, okay? So we're going to go ahead and shuffle for the remaining 2 principal cards on the top row, and then we'll throw the 3 principal cards for the bottom row, and these 2 rows will signify your energy collective along with any conflicting energy that you may be dealing with, regardless if it's a karmic energy, just conflicting third-party energy perhaps, or even conflicting energies within, okay? Light versus shadow, divine masculine versus divine feminine energy, okay? So with that said, we're going to go ahead. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. That's the expose, okay? Bottom row, we have, what is this? The Full Apprentice in reverse, 4 of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so we know with the Page of Swords, this is my Finesser / narcissist card, okay? So that tells me that some of you, it might not be a vast number of you, confirmation, so it's some of you, have been dealing with either a finesser, someone who is a smooth talker, a player sort of type, you know, someone who may pose themselves as someone being committed or the commitment type, but at the end of the day, they're a player, okay? Otherwise, it's a narcissistic energy. Some of you may be dealing with a narcissist in your life or energy field at this time. A narcissist can inhabit some of the components or traits of a finesser, because it takes a finesser to be an effective narcissist, if you get what I'm saying. But overall, I feel like majority of the energy is a finesser. Some of you all are dealing with a finesser, a player, so to speak, okay? So that supports the energy behind the Two of Swords, the mask, okay? Because a finesser usually wears a mask, okay? A finesser does not present themselves as their true self because they have an ulterior motive at the end of the day, okay? So this could be someone that you have been seeing romantically, or someone that you are paired with otherwise in a platonic friendship, or possibly even a family member, okay? Or even a business union or some type or another. Or this could even be conflicting energies within self, okay? Take it how it resonates, collective. Okay, this could be, for example, light and shadow aspects, okay? The light side of you wants to be an upstanding person, walking in integrity, walking in transparency and authenticity, okay? While your shadow aspects are that of a finesser. So take it where it resonates. Two of Swords, the mask. Swords represents the soul space, the total embodiment of who we are as spiritual beings having a physical and human experience, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, okay? So someone is wearing a mask, whether it's you collective or someone in your midst, okay? But you best beware, okay? Because usually when someone is wearing a mask and hiding their true selves, they have ulterior motives. Now, that's not always the case, because we can have people in our lives who are wearing a mask. For example, this is my go-to example, someone who is closeted, okay? They're wearing this mask and portraying themselves to be something that they're not, out of fear of rejection, out of fear of being cast away and looked upon as an abomination for you Christian church going folk, okay? So again, take that where it resonates. 7 of Pentacles, the second principal card, is uncertainty within your financial aspects, finance, business, and property. This is unwanted and unforeseen changes, okay? So there is some lack going on within your financial aspects, collective. This could be due to some decisions made or some decisions not made, okay? Appropriating your funds inadequately, okay? Spending frivolously and impetuously, or just not making sound decisions. This could even be making wrong decisions in regard to stock options, making the wrong business move, investing in the wrong property, so on and so forth. But again, take it where it resonates. The third principal card on the top row is the Seven of Swords. This is my expose card, the revealer. What's done in the dark comes to light, okay? Lies, untruths are being exposed for what it really is. So this immediately takes me back to the Two of Swords, revealing of the mask. Whoever is the beholder and the wearer of the mask. We know that 7 for me is a divine number, seventh heaven. Okay, so whenever I see the number 7, that tells me it's divine timing at hand. Okay, Swords again, soul space energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. With the 7 of Pentacles, this is Earth sign energy, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. The first principal card on the bottom row, we have the Fool Apprentice in reverse. Okay, so the Full Apprentice energy is all about embarking on new journeys, new endeavors, new self-guided journeys, okay? With this energy comes an air of naivety, because when we embark on new journeys, new cycles, new studies, there is something about that new beginning, that new cycle that we are not familiar with, okay? So that's where the naivety comes in. So when this card comes out, it's a very powerful card in energy, okay? But I still advise my collective to tread wisely, okay? So you don't want to start off in a new beginning or a new cycle and just take flight immediately. You want to take the time to survey your surroundings, get a perspective of where you're at now, so that you can make wise and appropriate decisions and actions. And truth be told, you shouldn't be taking actions or making decisions unless they are spirit guided, okay? That's when you get into your divine feminine energy and allow the attraction of your intuitive directions and creative sparks to come in, so that when they do, then you switch into your divine masculine mode, and then you start to take action. You start to impart whatever is called for at that time when you get that intuitive prompting or creative spark with being in your divine feminine mode and energy. Okay, so with the Full Apprentice card coming out in the reverse, this tells me one of two things: that you are really relying on your inner guidance, your intuitive promptings for directives and how to move, being in that divine feminine energy to allow the attraction of those intuitive promptings. Receptive mode. If you are familiar with Abraham Hicks, you know what the receptive mode is. Okay, so that's one energy behind the Full Apprentice in the reverse. The second one is someone is quite frankly being a fool. Okay, so this could be someone who is choosing to not see the red flags with this mask energy. Okay, this is someone who is making unsound decisions and taking inappropriate actions within their finances. Okay, because at the end of the day, we still have the expose, the Seven of Swords, the revealer. Something is getting ready to be exposed on a soul level. Okay, so this is not some small secret, or this isn't some small thing. This is something that's going to impact you on a soul level. Okay, for those who resonate. The second principal card on the bottom row is the Four of Swords. This is the balancer. Okay, this is keeping balance in all areas of your life. Somewhat similar to the Temperance card. My Temperance card focuses on keeping balance between practicality, logic, and your intuitive promptings and creative sparks. This is keeping balance, specifically in regard to your work and business endeavors and overall in life, okay, on a soul level, okay. This card and energy also has a component of stress, okay. So you're advised to take a step back, treat yourself, go on a mini getaway, take yourself on a me date or something like that. We know that 4 is a number of foundation, space, and energy. The ground, the foundation that your ideal and belief systems are built upon. The foundation that everything that you associate yourself with on a soul level is built on, okay? So you have to keep that balance, okay? If need be, you need to step back, treat yourself, take a break, relax, relate, release, okay? The third and final principle card on the bottom row is the 6 of Pentacles. This is advising you to be financially responsible, okay? So that means don't spend frivolously or impetuously. Make sound decisions. You want to fact check behind any action that you may take in regard to your finances, whether it's business, career, property, or handling money, okay? So this card and energy is coming directly across from the 7 of Pentacles, uncertainty within your financial aspects. So it's time for you, collective, to be financially responsible, okay? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy is on the board. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and throw out my clarifying cards to get a better idea of what we're dealing with at this time, collective, and better clarify these energies, okay? 2 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Swords. I told you there was some stress, okay? And the 9 of Swords. This is the Death card. Alrighty. The bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Pentacles. Your hard work is paying off, okay? So for those of you who are being financially responsible, your hard work is paying off. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? Because apparently you're taking the right steps and actions, okay? So I had to step away for a quick second. So getting back into things. So the first clarifying card is the 2 of Cups in reverse. So what did I say in the beginning? With the Page of Swords being at the bottom of the deck, the Finesser. So some of you have in fact been dealing with a Finesser, been wearing a false mask, okay? So this Finesser has you believing that you are in a loving relationship when it's anything but. And that's clarified by the 2 of Cups in reverse, okay? We know that the 2 of Cups is my Lover's card, okay? So collective, you could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, involved with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, vice versa, or could have either or both in your chart, okay? So again, 2 of Cups in reverse, that's my Lover's card, okay? So there is a union here that some of you all are in that is not truly a loving union at its foundation, at its core, because some of you are dealing with a Finesser, okay? On the other hand, some of you may be dealing with someone who is just wearing that mask in regard to their sexual identity, whether that is how they view themselves gender wise or their sexual orientation, okay? Some of this false union could be the cause of some unwise decisions, could be the cause of some unfortunate changes going on within your finance, business, and property aspects. Okay, and it could be causing some of you all to be in an imbalanced energy setting right now, okay? Especially in regard to your business, because remember, the 4 of Swords is keeping balance, particularly with your business endeavors, okay? So this Two of Cups in reverse could be causing a whole bunch of chaos within your finance, business, and property aspects, as well as your business endeavors, because you're in an imbalanced state of energy. Okay, so you really have to be mindful about what's going on, and not only what's going on, how it's affecting the way that you move in present time. Okay, because some of you are acting a fool right now. Okay, so the second clarifying card is the Three of Swords. Okay, this is representing long-suffering energy, being physically stressed, feeling physically overworked. Okay, Three of Swords. Remember, the number 3 is finding and maintaining clarity, or it can also reveal conflict, confusion, chaos, and mess brought on by a third-party energy. Okay, so I want to go back to this Two of Cups in reverse and this Two of Swords, the mask. With these two energies combined, some of you all could be in a third-party situationship or an entanglement, in the words of Jada Pinkett Smith. Okay, and that has yet to be revealed. Seven of Swords energy. Okay, so again, some of you all could be physically, again, overstressed, overworked, long suffering. Okay, and if it's not this potential third-party situation by this mask and this Two of Cups in reverse, it is because you're just in a no-good relationship, and it's causing you to make bad money moves. You're imbalanced, okay? And you're stressed and overworked and long suffering, okay? So this could be it from a range from Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, okay? At this time. Now this Three of Swords energy, feeling physically overworked and stressed and long suffering, if it's not due to this Two of Cups in reverse energy and this Two of Swords energy, the mask, okay, this just could be because of some unwise decisions within your finance, business, and property aspects. Okay, this causing you to be imbalanced and making poor choices. So it's important for you to, again, if you're in this energy, the Four of Swords, imbalance, and you're overstressed, overworked, and feeling like you're you've just been long suffering, okay, you need to step back. You need to treat yourself. Take a mini vacation. It's time to relax, release. Okay. Now the third clarifying card is the Nine of Swords. This is my death card, okay? In the upright position, it's strong finality and conflict resolution, and also death, okay? Now, if you're familiar with me and my intuitive readings, you know by now that this death card is 8 times out of 10 a physical death. Now, it can represent a spiritual ending, okay, because we do have 9 in the numerology for my dice, rounding the end of a cycle. But quite honestly, 8 times out of 10, what this card shows, there is a physical death looming, or some sort of strong finality or conflict resolution, okay? There it is again, that number 9, okay? So if you've been seeing 99, this could be a hint, okay? But this is the Nine of Swords in an upright position. So this is someone outside of you, collective. So this isn't you per se, but someone in or near your energetical field and space could be facing death at this time. It could be due to illness, could be due to karmic justice. That remains to be seen, okay? But it's definitely tied into this expose, this revealer. Whatever is getting ready to be revealed on a soul level is going to have a direct impact and correlation with this Nine of Swords death card, okay? So there's something that is getting ready to be uncovered at this time. Now, remember, all of my videos are timeless, okay? So at any time that you come across this video and it resonates, it's for you, okay, collective? But this may impact some people during this Memorial Day, okay, or this week of Memorial. Ugh. But something significant, quite significant, is going to have a major impact on those involved, okay, because we know that swords is on a soul level, okay. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This tells me a lot of this is going to be impacted by karmic, that Libra energy. You know, Libra is the balancer of the zodiac. Confirmation right there. Can't make this shit up. All right. You know what? I do want to further clarify this Seven of Swords a little bit and this Nine of Swords. So we're going to start with clarifying this Seven of Swords. Spirit. Hard work. Eight of Pentacles. Hard work is paying off. Okay. I'm going to clarify that again. Ooh. I was waiting for... okay, so here we have it. Okay. This is the Queen of Swords, the Black Widow. We know that energy, if you're familiar with me and my intuitive readings, the Black Widow, that energy is very obsessive, stalking, always watching, and is filled with ill intent. Okay, malicious, malevolent, just deceitful, manipulative, weaving a web in order to capture and ensnare its intended prey. Now, this could be a woman directly, or this could be a man, because we know that energy is fluid. Okay. But there's definitely some Black Widow energy out there intended on doing harm to someone, collective. Okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay, with this Eight of Pentacles clarifying the Seven of Swords as well as the Black Widow, this tells me that someone may be onto this Black Widow energy and is taking steps in order to outmaneuver whoever this Black Widow is. That's what I'm getting in regard to this Eight of Pentacles. Hard work is paying off. We know that 8 is a number of infinite energy. Okay, it also embodies energy for strength, tenacity, healing, and abundance. Okay, so someone is strong enough and tenacious enough to go up against this Black Widow energy. And what I'm feeling like, this Black Widow is getting ready to be exposed. Okay. Whoever is the beholder of this Black Widow energy, or in this type of situation, this Black Widow could be directly correlated between, or with the Two of Swords, the Mask. Okay. Alrighty. It's starting to make more sense. Okay, so this Two of Cups. Somebody is in a relationship. For some of you, collective, it is with a Finesser. Others of you is in a relationship with a Black Widow. When we think about the Black Widow in terms of the human definition or correlation of the Black Widow is someone who targets someone who's elderly because they are wealthy. She seduces him. All of this gets him to marry her, gets him to change his will and make her the sole inheritor. Okay, once that's done and legalized, then the Black Widow takes action and takes the life of her spouse so that she can inherit the wealthy goods. Okay, so for some of you all, you're definitely involved with a Black Widow type energy that's being masked at this time. Someone is working on your behalf. I feel like this is an outside energy. Someone is onto this Black Widow and their escapades, their shenanigans, and is working hard to uncover and to reveal Because again, that Eight of Pentacles, your hard work is paying off, is clarifying the Seven of Swords in its upright position, the expose. So someone is working on the behalf of this unholy union to expose this Black Widow and his or her shenanigans. Okay. Some of the justice and judgment for this Black Widow is going to be death, strong finality, conflict resolution, and death. Because if this Black Widow is targeting a chosen one or a divine one, especially during this time after this shift of the full blood moon eclipse, that's instant karma. Okay? Especially if this energy has been successful before. Instant karma. I want to clarify the death card as well. I think some... No, I have to double check that. Okay, Temperance. My Temperance card. And Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, so for some of you that resonate with this information, not only is someone hard at work to uncover this Black Widow energy, you have been getting some intuitive promptings, collective, in this. You may have seen this in your dreams. You may have had some sort of dreams, or you just may have had some intuitive promptings telling you that this energy and this person is no good. They're phony, they're false, they're wearing a mask. But some of you have been imbalanced. You're not tempered, okay? Because you're not listening to your intuitive promptings. When we think about the Temperance card, the Four of Wands, that is balancing practicality and logic with your intuitive promptings and creative sparks, including knowledge, wisdom, communication, and your emotional body. Okay, so some of you collective could have been getting some intuitive promptings about this energy, but you choose to ignore it for whatever reason. Okay, but you have been getting some intuitive promptings that have been revealing to you what it is, and you've chosen to go against it. Okay, but fear not. Someone on the outside has been hard at work to take down the shenanigan. Okay, and you best be grateful, because some of you are going to be shocked, and you're going to feel foolish for not listening to your intuitive promptings. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. So now I'm switching to my Ancient Ones Kemetic deck to see what the gods and goddesses of the Egyptian hierarchy have to say or advise at this time. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Eight of Pentacles. Your hard work is paying off. Okay? So this is related to those of you who are coming out of this energy with the uncertainty within your finances, business, and property aspects, and unfortunate changes. Some of you have been hard at work trying to change this mindset, this cycle. Okay? Otherwise, this energy is further backing up the Eight of Pentacles that came out to clarify the Seven of Swords in the upright, the revealer, the expose. Someone is hard at work, and this is coming out above the Two of Cups in reverse. Someone is definitely hard at work on your behalf, collective, to uncover these shenanigans. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Ooh, this is a mess. I knew this card was going to come out. Queen of Swords, Sekhmet. When this card comes out in this deck, it is nothing of the Black Widow energy. This energy is coming out to war, to battle. This is the warrior goddess energy. Okay, so some of you all who is in this unholy union, some of you all have been listening to your intuitive promptings, okay? And now this has switched you into your Queen of Swords, Sekhmet, warrior goddess mode. Going to war for yours, okay? If you know anything about the Kemetic / Egyptian hierarchy of the gods and goddesses, Sekhmet went to war to avenge and protect Pharaoh, okay, and was bloodthirsty. That's all I'm going to say. Page of Cups, Ten of Swords, Dark Night of the Soul. Can't make this shit up, okay? So for some of you all, there's some new love on the horizon after this bullshit with the Black Widow, or after this bullshit with the Finesser. You have some new love that's on the horizon to look forward to. But you're going to have to do your shadow work, because for a lot of you all, this was a dark night of the soul type of situation found with the Ten of Swords. That's my dark night of the soul card. So again, heavy Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus energy as well. Oh, good God Almighty. What did I tell you? Karmic justice, judgment, okay? Karma is at hand now. Somebody gonna die. That's my karma card right there. Y'all see the scales? That's karmic. This is my karma card. Karmic justice and judgment. Can't escape it. Can't make this shit up. Seven of Wands. Wow. In the upright. What is this? This is my prisoner card. The imprisoned, being stuck, jailed, or in prison. In the upright. Somebody going to jail. If they're not dying, they're going to jail. That's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. Aspects of spirituality, creativity, knowledge, wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Can't make this shit up. It's a tower moment. This is fated and destined for some of you all, because there's a lesson that you need to learn. There's a lesson. Some of you all go for this type, or keep going for this type, and you're in a cycle and you're not even realizing it. Why does this always happen to me? Why do I always pick these kind of people? Because you're not learning the lesson. You need to apply some unconditional love. And once you do that, then you can make the appropriate decisions when it comes to choosing a mate, because you now know what you're worthy of and what you're not worthy of. I'm switching to the ancestor deck, angel, archangels, and ancestors, to see what they want to chime in. I tell you, some of y'all need to learn a lesson. It's at the end of the cycle now. Have you learned your lesson? If you learned it, are you applying it? Okay? Plain and simple. Two of Cups. Told you there's new love on the horizon with that Page of Cups. Five of Cups. Someone is leaving in its upright position. Three of Pentacles. Conflict and confusion in money matters. Five of Pentacles. Changes in finance. The bottom of the deck. Eight of Wands. Upright position. Stubborn. Some of y'all being stubborn in regard to your intuition. Highly opinionated. Obstinate energy. Strong opposition from loved ones. Some of your loved ones saw this energy with either the Finesser or the Black Widow, and they've been warning you against it. But you didn't want to listen. Nah, he loved me. She loved me. They wouldn't do this. I'm switching over to my cosmic deck. If you resonate with being a starseed, this is your cosmic soul tribe chiming in. What do y'all want collective to know about this bullshit energy? Seven of Wands, upright, prisoner in prison, jail or prison, stuck. King of Swords. So now we got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords on deck. That's the warrior, the iron fist of the king, divine masculine. This could be the law, okay? The physical law, okay? Or someone going to war to protect theirs, to protect their loved ones. That's the warrior, the protector. Eight of Swords. Hands in too many baskets at one time. In reverse. Ace of Pentacles. That's endless abundance. The Black Widow was after someone's endless abundance. Can't make the shit up. Seven of Pentacles. Unfortunate changes. Can't make the shit up. I'm gonna pull one more card from the Ancient One deck, and I'm closing this shit out. Because for those of you all that resonate with this energy, you've been told intuitively or by your loved ones. So me rambling on about it ain't gonna do too much more, because you ain't listening to your intuition, you ain't listening to your loved ones. Temperance. Balance, practicality, and logic, along with your intuitive promptings, creative sparks. Can't make it shit up. I'm out, y'all. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. If you want to book your schedule and book your personal intuitive reading session, coaching session, or virtual Reiki, or if you want to enroll in one of my online coaching courses. I'm out, y'all.